Alright, so we're ready to go. Hi, my name is Adrienne, and welcome to Live with Prima. Tonight I'm going to be sharing with you a much anticipated floral canvas that we've been waiting to do for a while. This is take 2 of a class that I started in September, and we had some technical difficulties, so I am doing it tonight. I'm really excited. Hopefully it will bear with me and technology will be my friend. So this is the canvas we're going to be doing. Alright, so you guys let me know if it's bright enough. As soon as I pan down, I will turn my ultraviolet light towards the project. I want to go through some announcements. Thank you. Thanks so much, guys. Next show is going to be Frank on November 4th. He's going to be teaching the Boheme 3 album. I actually saw it on Facebook today. It's gorgeous. It has this beautiful resin frame in the middle. If I recall, I hope I don't give you the wrong information. It's a handmade album filled with cool ideas and goodies. Frank is so talented and he's so fun to watch. And secondly, with the art venture, there's only a few spots left. It is January 6th and 7th in Anaheim, California. All the products are brand new releases. So excited to see those, and you will be the first person to see them. It's all new goodies, and you're going to see them before anyone else. You're going to email Denny, and it is Denny at Prima Marketing Inc.com for more information. And then lastly, I am on next week, next Thursday, and at the end of the class I will show you what I'm going to be doing next week. You're going to have to see my mug again. Sorry guys. So I'm just going to pan down and we're going to get started. And it's a little crooked. Alright, I'm going to move my keyboard out of the way. Okay, Carrie just texted me that she's coming on in a second. Okay, so we're good to go. I'm just going to move everything up. You guys let me know. Oops, here goes my phone. That's my gateway to Carrie. Can't have it break or anything. That would be terrible. Alright. Just trying to get everything situated, girls. So we're all ready to go. This thing is crooked. Alright, so here's what we're going to be doing tonight. We're going to be doing this floral canvas. I made this for CHA. And it's got lots of gorgeous new Prima product. So I'm going to set that aside and I'm going to go through and spill on all the products that I used for this. And I'm just going to spout them off quickly and just go quick through them. So we're going to be using Kangaroo. It's from the Melbourne collection. These are 577490. I'm just going to be using these soft pale pink ones up here. Gorgeous array. There's lots of variety here, and you get 16 of them, so you get a lot of bang for your buck. Next, I'm going to be using, this is the Manhattan collection. It's called Skyline. They're purple roses, really beautiful mulberry flowers. 577629. Next, we're using the Winthrop. These are so cute, these little flower clusters. This one's a purple one, and it's Amethyst, 577681. I'm going to be using the Capri collection. This is Pinot Grigio. I love these names that they came up with this time. So cute. 578237. I'm going to be using this nice, beautiful lace one down at the bottom. Alright, and also from the Capri collection, I'm using these Chardonnay, 3 of them. So cute. Aren't these gorgeous? There's this nice layered lace. There's a cute little pearl in the center. 3 of those, and those are 578183. I'm going to be using the Bay Vine, 578251. And I love that there's this little embellished, there's like some paint at the end. A lot of them are so adorable. Some has a script on them. We have the Bethany collection. These are the greenery leaves, 578404. Inglebond light bulbs. For my original, I used the bronzy colored, and these are going to be the pewter ones. It's not really going to make a huge difference. And those are 892180, along with the cord that comes with. It comes with a lot of cord, and I'll be showing you how to incorporate that here. My desk is never big enough. Let's see. I'm going to be using the Finnavar metal flowers tonight, and I have 3 brads and 2 different sizes of the pewter colored flowers. Let's see. And those are, I'm subbing them out, just the colors, but they come from the exact same package as the original, so you can decide what color you want to use. And the numbers are for those is 960322 and also 960315. Okay, so again, I'm just subbing out the bronze in for a pewter silver color. Wish I could get it better. It's so hard to really share how beautiful the product is on camera. I'm going to be using Lime Wedge 573850. That's a fave for me. Worn Leather 573829. I'm going to be using a lot of these tonight. Tea Stain 573836. Pressed Petal, which is 572881. It's a beautiful color. It's a very deep purple. So pretty. And Antique Gold 573843. Thanks to Lena for spitting them out for me. And last but not least, awesome, clear gesso. Finnavar came out with this time, Art Basics, Art Ingredients, and Art Extravagance. And this is the Art Basics collection. You're going to get clear gesso, which is 961466. And there's also a white and a black. So cool. I'm going to be showing you how to use these, and I'm going to be showing you how to use some of the other products she came out with. Actually, a lot of the different products she came out with next week, and I'll tell you about that later. And lastly, I have an H2O in Jasmine. So let's get started. How's everybody doing? Okay, thank you so much for going through all those. All right. Okay. Let's put everything aside except for the mediums. I don't want to destroy anything. Of course, something's going to fall through the cracks probably. All right. Trying to get it a little bit brighter here. Okay, so I have already primed my canvas with a layer of clear gesso, but I can actually go through and do just another soft layer on top. It's no big deal if you want to layer. I'm just going to go over with a very large brush. It has enough tooth to it, so your mediums are really going to stick real nice and adhere. Not going to seep through anything. And I love the clear gesso because it's not going to really alter any of your colors in any way, shape, or form, which is something that I don't know how I missed clear gesso all this time. I've been using the white, and the white is great, but it's always nice to have the clear. All right, so I am just adding a layer of the clear gesso to it. Again, that is 961466. Okay. All right, so I'm going to set that aside, and I'm just going to quick blast it with my heat tool. Just make sure you get it at least semi-dry. I'm not going to care too much about getting it completely dry because I already have a layer on there. Oh, it's so awesome. I love this gesso. You can't go wrong. Welcome, everybody. Hi, Gabby. Laura. It does dry really quick. It's almost dry, actually. I love it, love it, love it. so I'm not going to fiddle with it too much here. All right. All right, time to have some fun. All right, here's what we're going to do with this. Actually, I'm going to put my hair up here. All right, so here's what we're going to do. First, we're going to get out all these fun art mediums. And actually, what I do is I basically use baby wipes for this to sop up any excess that I have, just to keep my colors contained. I also have a clear bottle of water on hand, just to keep my colors flowing how I want them. And I also have a paintbrush that I keep on hand as well, to just help manipulate the colors and flow where they need to, where I want them to go. So you're going to always start with the lightest to darkest. I'm going to start with Tea Stain, and Tea Stain is 573836. Well, there she is. All right. So let me just set my canvas somewhere where I can see it here. My little cheat sheet. It's always so nice to know what I'm doing. All right, so basically I'm going to concentrate in the middle, and I really am not going to play around with this and kind of protect my product. I'm just going to kind of go wild and start spraying down the center where my cluster is going to be. And I love the baby wipe because you also get this cool texture with it if you scrunch it. You're just going to get a nice base. All right, I love this tea stain. It does have a little gold to it, and it's so pretty. It's very beige color. Look at that. It's looking good already. All right, so we're just blending a little bit, and sometimes I do go in with my finger, just kind of blend it around. All right. So I'm going to be I'm obviously looking at it upside down, but there's going to be a lot of medium up here. There's going to be a little bit of medium over here and over here. All right. All right. Tea Stain is your favorite. I love Glistening Waves. That is my fave. Okay, so now you can always come back and fill in any more that you need. And for now, that's a good base for me. And look at that, it's 9:45 already. Can't believe it. Jeez. Okay, so next I'm going to be using the worn leather, and I'm just going to go in nice and soft with this, okay? Not too much. All right, and you can go in and blot that up, and you use the same thing. I remember the night that I worked on this, and it took me quite a long time because I'm pretty stinking picky about things like this and the colors, and it's just a very long process at times for me to get it exactly how I want it to look. And right, tonight I can't be as exact. Well, it's always nice because I know exactly where the colors are going to go and how I want it to look, so that's going to help. All right. So I'm going to add a little bit more. It's all about adding layers of color, and just getting it to exactly where you want it to be. Right now I'm just adding a nice base. I'm going to go back in with my tea stain, and we're just blending at this point. I'm going to add a little bit of water, get them flowing. That's pretty. Okay, I'm going to dry it a little bit. And I do love how once you add a couple colors, they start to blend together and run. Sometimes I don't like that. For this, it's more carefree canvas. Just let it do its thing. And let it run off the side. I think that's fine. Not too worried about that. You're gonna get these fun lines. Okay. So I'm gonna go in with my antique gold, just adding layers. I'm gonna actually go in with my pink at the end and just fill in. This antique gold, when you first lays down, is much more of a reddish brown than the worn leather. The worn leather is more of a matte color, barky bark, the color of bark, and the antique gold has much more of a red tone to it, or a purple. It's more warm. Okay. And just, I'm not too worried about like drips and stuff like that. It just adds a lot of fun character. And you're going to get lots of shimmer with these paints, especially that tea stain. It's very beautiful. Okay, so I'm just kind of checking it out, seeing where I'm at as far as these. Okay, I do want to add a little bit down here. So there's going to be stuff going on down here too. All right. So next I'm going to go in with my pressed petal, and we're going to go in with, we're going to start dealing with the pretty colors that make it soft and romantic looking. So I'm going to add a little bit here, and the pressed petal looks so nice against all these browns. Really just marries well together. Okay, so adding some here. Okay. And the pressed petal is also going to really complement the flowers and this jasmine watercolor that I'm going to be adding at the end. Yes, the paint adds so much texture to it, and I'm serious, these baby wipes really add a ton of dimension. I mean, and there is no dimension. I mean, it's paint, but it makes it look like it's really layered. And you could also use a sea sponge. It's going to give you the same effect. So I'm just going to heat set this. Lots of heat setting tonight. Sorry, guys. Ah, I added the wrong color. That's okay. Ah. Woo! Just going wild. Girl gone wild. And of course, each canvas is going to look different. So this one's not going to look exactly the same. Still going to be pretty though. Alright. Now I'm going to go in with my lime wedge. Is the lighting okay, girls? I hope it's okay. You can even like shake it down a little bit. Get the colors moving. Alright. So I'm going to add a little lime wedge over here. And they're going to do a lot of splatters with this. Because the green is really going to pop against this pink that I have. Ah, I get it all discombobulated. I can't do that quite yet. And then, okay. Alright. I'm just going to dry that right now. Get it moving. You can really use any color you want with this. I love how it dries. So fun. All right. I want my line wedge to go exactly where I want it to go. Sometimes I don't completely trust it. So I'm going to go in with my brush. Actually, I can't go in with my brush because I need my brush. Yeah. All right. I'm just going to go in and pat it here and there with a makeup sponge. Add some more green here and there. Gonna get lots of green. It's really making it look like it's coming from a garden, straight from the garden. And keep building and building with the color. Okay, you can always come back in and fill in. I'm just squirting it right now. I love the green. I'm just seeing where I had it. Okay. All right, one more quick final dry. Oh, thank you. It actually is not as clean as it looks, and it is new. I had a heat gun for about, I don't know, it lasted about 3 years. And then it just, one day, decided to stop working. So, actually, it got lost, and then it stopped working. And I was like, oh, I found it! This is actually my second favorite. It does the job, so. Hello! Welcome everybody who's coming in. I'm just giving this a final blast of heat. So pretty much now we're done with the sprays, at least for now. Let me get this. It's a little. Sometimes the bristles of the brush come off onto my canvas. It really agitates me. I'm trying to pull it off. No, here it goes. Deal with it later. Okay, so right now you see lots of splatters. And that's a lot of the green. Actually, it's going to look like this. Okay? And you can always come back in and fill in with your colors at the end to make it go. Because a lot of this is going to be covered. You're going to just I just needed to do this to, sometimes I get discombobulated if I don't do the whole process. I'm just like that. Okay, so right now I'm going to set most of my stuff aside. And I'm going to go in and start adding some of my product. Okay, here comes the next fun part. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with my fun adhesive, and I'm going to just fold it so it's nice and popped up. I'm going to take my Capri flowers, the Pinot Grigio, which is 578237, and I'm just going to lay it down. I'm going to actually, sometimes, you know, it gets real flat in the packaging. I'm just going to scrunch it a little. Careful not to get any ink on it, unless you like that. I'm reading the discombobulated comment. I am a little type A, actually a lot type A, and yeah, I do get a little scatterbrain when things just aren't just so. Okay, so I'm just kind of building it up. I'm actually going to add my Fabri-Tac to the back. Make sure it stays put. And again, it's not, I'm going to go in with my inks at the end and kind of fill in here and there where I want everything. Okay, so I'm just starting from the center and I'm building outwards. And that's basically my process for most of my projects. Just center focal point where you want everything to go, and then just build your way out. And I kind of do that similar thing with the mediums. And it's always nice to get a really built up dimension on your center flower. And I actually feel like I want to build it up a little bit more, because it is going to be the focal point. You just really want to have enough room to tuck in all those flowers underneath, because I do a lot of tucking. Tuck, tuck, tuck. Okay? The finished product. Here you go. See, right now we're starting with this Pinot Grigio, and we're just building outwards like this. And it goes at a diagonal downwards. And you have this little fun thing going on over here to kind of bring it all together. Okay? I hope that helps. Alright, so next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add these Winthrop flowers in Amethyst. And again, you know, the packaging kind of scrunches them. I just fluff my flowers a lot. Fluff. Okay? Fluff and tuck, ladies. Fluff and tuck. Okay. So I want it to just lay just right. And that I am not going to do anything to, but I'm going to add lots of adhesive. So again, we're just working on the Winthrop Amethyst flower. And I'm going to try not to hide these cute little pearls. They have these little pearl stamen things coming out. They're so cute. I'm going to try not to hide that too much. All right. We're going in with the second one over here. All right. Lots of glue. Can everybody still hear me? Winthrop Amethyst. Yes, the number for Winthrop is 577681. It's from the Winthrop collection. Okay, so next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add these sweet little Chardonnay flowers. Actually, I only have 2 of them on here. I'm trying to count here. Alright, I had 2. And tuck it in. Oops. Yes, look it up right now. Do it. I'm just joking. Alright. These are so adorable. I love, Prima, nobody does these flowers like Prima. Jeez. So gorgeous. I'm so excited to see the new flowers that come out. Can't wait. Just gotta get everything off my desk. It's driving me absolutely bonkers. Alright. Moving things. Alright, I don't need that one. I might add it a little later. We'll see. Okay. Here, next what I'm going to do is I'm going to add these gorgeous little melt Skyline from the Manhattan collection. I used 5 of them. And I'm just going to place them haphazardly here. Use this one. It's going to come in together, ladies. Anybody have any questions so far? Look at me. I'm still scrunching this middle flower. You know, sometimes I actually go in with a little bit of glue and just pull it all together, and then it really sticks and it really scrunches. That's just a little tip from me. Some of them are meant to lay flat, and I don't like them flat, so I just kind of scrunch it up. Alright, that one's there. Alright, then we got one down here. There's my glue again. Actually, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to just take, I do think I probably popped up this Winthrop right here. Because you can't hide this sweet little one in the center. It's so pretty. Alright. Love the color of the Winthrop. I know I'm going back to it. It's this beautiful pinkish purple. It's perfect. Alright, let's see. So I got one down there. Actually doing down here a little bit. Just primping like any woman does. Primping my flowers. My favorites. Yeah, I'm serious. No one does flowers like Prima, and I will say Prima is taking over the world. I love how they're coming up with all the mediums. It's just like a one-stop shop. You're gonna get everything you need to create the most beautiful projects, and a little does go a long way. I mean, you can really stretch your product. You get so many projects out of it. Okay, so I'm going to just show you real quick what it's looking like. I mean, I got a ton of texture going on up here. I mean, look at that. There you can see. It's really a lot of texture. This could go in a shadow box. You can add some ribbon around it, and gorgeous. Or you could prop it up. I know there's those things that have the legs. I actually found a couple of those at a thrift store, and that's how I display some of my stuff around the house. Alright. Next, I'm going to be using the Kangaroo flowers from the Melbourne collection, and I'm just going to use the top row, the scripty ones. Let me see how many I have. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. So I'm just going to be using all of these. If you want a little bit more texture, there's these cute little ones that have the polka dots. I don't know if you can see it or not. It's hard to see. Alright, so I'm just going to use those 4. Yes, Kangaroo from the Melbourne collection. Here's one here. Alright, got one down here. Moving right along. We have plenty of time, 10:07. Got one going on over here. I have to pop that up a little bit. And again, you can go in around and add any extra mediums that you want to add. All right, let me see here. All right, what should I do next? I'm actually going to go in and add my vine, my bay vine. Oh. You can do so much with these vines. I love how they add so much to each project. So fun. And also, these can be stretched a long way. I mean, right here, you can make 3. You can add this to 3 projects just by breaking it into pieces. But obviously, I'm going to be adding it in 3 different areas. My scissors aren't doing so hot. I left my newer scissors in the room. It probably doesn't help that I'm cutting wire. But anyways, whatever. Gotta do what you gotta do. Alright. Try not to cut myself. Alright. Let's see what I did here. Alright. So I'm just going to stretch these out a little bit. Give it a little bit of fun pizzazz. And I'm just going to tuck it right in the back here. I'm just going to jam it in there. Actually, I'm going to fold this so you can go in there. Alright. Listen. Alright. What am I doing down here? Alright. I'm just going to tuck this in under my Winthrop. And then stick this one in here, underneath, like that. Ugh, they are so unruly. The fight. Just scrunching these little fun things. Okay. Of course, I forgot to glue them. Just tuck in a little glue underneath. And they're so fun. They're very flexible. Just adding some glue underneath to make sure that they stay put. How we doing? Still good on time? All right. We haven't added the pink yet. We're getting there. All right. Actually, I'm going to go in and add the metals last. So I'm going to go in with my Bethany leaves. And a fun thing you can do is just add a dot of this, add a leaf on top, so they look like they're coming together. And I just scrunch mine a little bit down at the bottom to keep it, and maybe even at the top. I'm just going to tuck mine in here and there. And I'm actually going to be coloring a little bit of the leaves, so they're all in unison, because the Winthrop leaves are slightly different color than these Bethany's. So we'll just add some mist to them here at the end. Don't let me forget to do that, just to bring it all together. I'm all about making it all come together. Oh, Carrie, I saw your pumpkin. So cute. Scary. Spooky. My kids are so excited about Halloween. They are a dog and a lion. Okay. Trying to figure out where I put all these leaves. I'm going to do a big one up here. I'm going to do them here. Alright, what is this doing here? Where did I forget to put this? Wait a minute. Oh, there it is. I did tuck it in here. Can you just believe I just now noticed that that was out in left field? Like, hello, mommy. I need a home. I like to fiddle around with my leaves. Make sure they're all perfect. So that's coming together. I tucked a little couple in here. Got plenty of time. Alright, so the Bethany leaves are done for now, at least. I'm going to go in and add my metals. Again, I'm subbing them out. And it's so cute. This one's actually one of my favorites. Lots of texture. This is from one of Finn's older collections. I don't know how many years. I think maybe it's been a couple years now since these came out. There was a newer collection. Maybe these are from one of the newer collections. These are the mini flowers 960322 and 960315. The mini flowers and flowers medium. They're from the Mechanicals collection. And what I'm doing right now is I'm just taking the bigger flower and the smaller flower and adding a brad to the middle. Actually, silly me, I don't see my brads on here. I actually added one of Finn's brads. They look like screws. I don't know if I added that on the original list or not. I don't know. There's only a couple of brads that's Finn made. Sorry about that, ladies. Can't believe I missed that. Anyways. Alright. So now they are together. And I just have a random one, a smaller one that I just tucked in at the end. And I'm going to stick one here underneath. I put one up here. I've just fit in right in there. And the metal is just going to add an extra element to it, kind of balance everything out. I really like that addition. Just tucking them in. You can tuck them in wherever you want. I just find a place that's lacking slightly and just fill in. It's lacking a little bit of punch. Move it along. All right. That's done. The last leg of it is the cord. And I'm just going to cut it into little sections. And it's a little unruly at first. So I just spent a little bit of time stretching it out so it's more straight. And you're just going to want to just help it along with the glue. I'm just going to add a strip of glue. Not too much. I don't need a whole lot. Whoop. And you just lay it down. Just trying to get an idea of where this thing landed. There. just stretching it out. And this one was shorter. That was short. There we go. See, that'll lay nice and straight for you. Just remember to stretch it out. It does come coiled, I think, like this. You just want to pull it. It does have a little bit of give to it. It's stretchy. Just going to cut off the excess. All right. Going to glue on my bulbs. I think these are one of the best things that Ingold Balm came out with, is these light bulbs, these ceiling light bulbs. I think this was from summer of last year. They just add a lot to any of these projects. So industrial. Really cute. I love all the metals that Prima came out with. That's what I'm talking about with Prima. Like the flowers, they got so much. I love the metals. I hoard the metals and the resins and the flowers. And how are we doing? The bulbs are so cute. She really is a... Yes, I am. Yes, I am, Barbara, actually. You should see my husband. He is the opposite. So we actually balance each other out so well. He does get annoyed. Stop cleaning. That's enough cleaning. I clean. I like to clean. I don't tell many people that. I just told the whole world that I like to clean. Alright. Shh, don't tell my secret, girls. This one is getting in the way. It's just hiding behind all these flowers and coming down. So I actually did add a long strip. Okay, I didn't glue this on yet. Okay, so it's just hiding and coming. You can see it tucked in there. These are gorgeous. I mean, you can make a ton of them and give them as gifts. Not sure what I will do with mine quite yet because I have a duplicate. Planning on giving some of my things to my mom and my mother-in-law, because I run out of room for all these projects. Okay, so it's coming along. Oh no, cleaning goes down the drain at 50? Oh yeah, and the canvases are so cheap. I mean, Michael's, especially when Michael's has your 40% coupons or AC Moore or Hobby Lobby, you can really get a lot. I mean, I think this came in a 3-pack. I don't know how much I paid, maybe like $8. Alright, so I'm just taking everything and setting it aside. So the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with this H2O, and I really have it nice and wet. I've been working on this to make sure it's been nice and liquidy for a couple hours here. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to go in first and just go around these flowers. And I'm just going to chase it with a baby wipe and spritzer. Really get it watery. You don't want to color alter the color too much. Just enough. Just give it a little bit of additional pop. Alright. And I'm adding some water to like give it some fluidity so it can the more watercolor like. And this takes no time at all. I'm just dabbing off the excess because I don't want too much to get on here. Just enough. All right, it's coming along. We're almost done. All right. And now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go in very lightly. Let me do it in there, yes. And I'm actually going to wet my canvas. And I'm going to go in and add pink to the background. And you can add as much pink as you want. I'm going to get it going, the watercolor. Dabbing up all the excess. Got under my light bulb here. It's okay. And this is where you can use your baby wipe to really just get it the tone that you want. If the pink is too much, you can add a different color. And I will try, I think I'm going to go back in a little bit with my lime wedge and just dab here and there. And I'm just going to add as much or as little as I want to. It looks intense now, but I mean, you can really just add some water and have it drain off if you want. So it's not too crazy. I mean, you can see it running off. I like it when it does that. Or you can have some dribble down just by shaking it. Ah, that light bulb. You're messing up my light bulb, watercolor. Okay. So just running down. Like I said, it's turning out a little slightly different than the original, and that's okay. And I mean, since I'm working on a time crunch here, obviously can't baby it as much. I mean, you can go and really lighten it up here and there in places. We'll play with it. And if it's getting too much, I mean, and you're muddying your colors, just dry it and then start again. This light bulb is just unruly. Stop doing that. All right. Just adding a little bit here and there. You don't need to add a whole lot. And just leave it alone. Let the watercolor do its thing. Okay. So you have a nice mesh of this brights and these beautiful subtle earth tones. I think they just really look well together. And the green. Ah, the green. I am going to go in and actually add a little bit of the antique gold to my green leaves. Just real quick. I know I'm getting down to the end here. I don't really care how it goes on. I'm just going to go under and just lightly press it in here and there on all the green leaves. And then you can just chase it with some water just to lighten it up. Make it, this is really going to add a little bit of grunge to it too. And if you don't like that look, you don't have to do this. Ah! Spilled some of my watercolor. You just want to be careful that you're kind of taking care not to get it onto your flowers. Okay. All right. Just pulling this up a little bit. You can do this before you add them too. Sometimes I go about things a little bit different. Okay. You girls are so funny. Thanks for coming tonight, girls. I'm so happy to have you. And Carrie's so fun. Carrie always makes it so lighthearted. And Carrie, I love Carrie, how she deals with my antics. Alright. It's all worth it. I love creating things for you guys. I hope that you found this pretty easy. I mean, it's going to take about an hour, obviously, or a little bit more, because I knew what I was doing. Oh, there's some drippage. It's okay. I like that. Okay. And that is, I gotta put this aside before I make any more mess. And I gotta put the lid back on here. Okay, so that's pretty much it. And let me just kind of take this away, the distracting. Okay. All right, and that's it. So you add a lot of earth tones and the greens, and it just really pops against the purple Manhattan flowers and the Winthrop, and just chase it all down with a little bit of watercolor, pink watercolor. I really liked this watercolor in particular, or this pink in particular. Just really made it bright. Anybody have any questions? You didn't get the notification? Carrie may want to check on that. Wondering why. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you so much, girls. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you so much for coming. I'm so happy to have you all. Oh. Okay, yeah. Don't worry about the drippage. Look at this. This is, oh, it's driving me batty. I'll just glue it later. Okay? Maybe you want to wait to add your bulbs until the end, until everything's dry. Learn from me. Hi, Charlie. How are you? Oh, that's okay. It's recorded. Gotta have the twink. Oh, that's okay. It's recorded. I'm glad you came. I don't know what time it is there. Okay, so basically, girls, okay, so here's the canvas, and I don't know the dimensions of my canvas. It's probably 8 inches by 10, I'd say. Okay, and real quick, I will show you, since I love you all, that I'll show you what I'm doing next week. Here, let me stop record. Actually, you know what? Okay, so basically I'm going to be making 3 different ornaments for you and using tons of Finn products and lots of gorgeous Prima flowers. So you're just going to basically need these Christmas ornaments. I got them at Michael's with a coupon. Yes, the mat is a mess. I just got it. Here's the glitter from Finn line. And you got the trim, this doily trim, and you got a grunge one with some of this glass glitter. So we're going to be making these next week. Lots of Finn product and lots of new product from Prima, the new flowers. There's one from Cigar Box Secrets, and there's lots of satin crystals. Oh, thank you so much. Please come next week. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be very festive. Maybe I should wear my elf hat. I know it's a ways from Christmas, but it's right around the corner. All right. Aw. Well, thank you so much, guys, for coming. I'm so happy to have you all. If you have any questions, just let me know. And I'm trying to reach my keyboard here. All right, so I can type it in. All right, thank you so much for coming, guys. Let me know if you have any questions, okay? All right. Yes, my glasses. I couldn't see, apparently. It was bad. They're trendy. All right. Thanks, girls. Thanks, Charlie. Good seeing you guys. Thank you.